Now, if you were one of the 4,000 or so people in Corpus Christi who lost power this evening, you may want to know why. Take a look. Here's the reason. A spokesperson for AEP telling us tonight that just before 5:30 this evening, a backhoe got caught on some power lines on SPID at Crescent Drive, that's near Airline, pulling down 3 of the poles. Again, about 4,000 homes and businesses were affected, and police were directing traffic at SPID and Airline. At last report, the power was restored just after 9 tonight.